Hello and welcome to titaniumtalarstarot, and today I will be doing a video on how can you help yourself, others, and the world this week, alright? So for this I will be using my Action Oracle, a deck I wrote myself. I will also use, as some of the concepts are from Superconscious Education, brought to us by Chris Duncan himself. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, let's get into the cards, right? Right, so by the way, for some reason I'm looking at it, and I use selenite to cleanse my decks, okay? Not just my decks, my spaces, my crystals, whatever I want. This is a very purifying crystal. It's an angelic crystal, and it's very, very good. I love it. I have tons of this stuff. It's great. I love it. So, and I will be using, well, the way I will separate this is by forms of intuitiveness, okay? Forms of intuition, right? So depending on how you feel, you'll know which one's for you, okay? So for starters, I'm going to start with perfectionists, the ones who know exactly what is needed in every situation for it to turn out very well, right? So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. No, how will they help themselves, the world, and well, how will they help themselves, others in the world this week? So how will they help themselves? And you got be appreciative. You will be helping yourself more by being appreciative for what you already have. And how will you help others? By looking for something new. Now, what should you be looking for? In what? Looking for something new. Well, I'm getting that your usual way of helping others might not be the best way to actually help others. So you might feel a bit, either you're out of sorts, or you're kind of like second guessing how you do things, you know? Or maybe you're just trying something new and you're second guessing your decision. But whatever it is, you're gonna have to look for something new, right? So, new way of helping others. Now, how will they help the world? And you got free yourself. Free yourself from fear of judgment. Free yourself of I don't know what. It's going to depend on every single one of you. It's going to change. It's going to differ for every single one. I'm lost for words. Free yourself from being tongue-tied, possibly. Well, anyway, just free yourself from whatever it is that you feel is constricting you at this point in time. Now, I'm going to move on to my helpers, the people who know exactly what others need at any given moment to have the best so that it can better their circumstance, right? Which is kind of the same thing as perfectionists, but I'm guessing getting that perfectionists are more inclined to making what they are working upon perfect, while as helpers are inclined to helping others make their situation better. And by helping others, they are actually helping themselves, if that makes any sense at all. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my helpers, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. How will they help themselves? Number one, they will help themselves by confessing. Maybe confessing to others, but mostly confessing to yourself. Becoming aware of your, not shortcomings, but where you could improve and where you could, what you can work upon, which is kind of the same thing, but in slightly different terms. Now, how will they help others? And we got trust the process. Trust the process. Allow them. What I'm getting is a teacher who is trying to teach a process to the children, like a mentor, right? But they're a new mentor, and they're like not sure if what they're doing is actually gonna hit home with their students. So it's just, suggestion is trust the process. Let them do things on their own, and you'll see they'll go much farther rather than if you give them the answers, right? Now, for how they help the world this week. And you got head into something new. Head into something new. So for my helpers, the way they can help the world is trying a new way of doing what they normally do. If that makes sense. Or a new way of heading to something new. A new group of people to help, or a new way of helping is what I'm getting. Now, for my achievers, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my achievers, please come forward and share how they will help themselves this week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my achievers, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And you got set boundaries. Set boundaries. Maybe you do not have the achiever. Set boundaries to the achievements that you are going to work on this week, is what I'm getting. Or set boundaries to how much you can help others while wanting to help yourself. What am I saying? Set boundaries to how much other people can interfere in what you're doing. Like, set boundaries and keep those boundaries is what I'm getting. All right, so that is for yourself. And for others, you have work with them. Don't boss them around. Let them know your suggestions, and bank more on the fact that you have okay, so you know more. They know that you know more, but I'm getting that they're like teens getting into their own, coming into their own, and they will try and push the boundaries. Maybe teens, tweens, possibly. And, what I'm getting is work with, or like adults or whatever, someone who's just trying to what I'm getting is someone who is not second guessing, but who is trying to show you that they know something that you haven't thought of. So instead of telling them a flat out no, tell them let's work together. Let's utilize your point of view, and let's utilize mine and make something more. Meld them together and make something better out of this concoction. Right? So how will you help the world this week? You got be open to change. My gorgeous achievers. Work with, it kind of ties into work with. Work with, what you need to do and how can you help others is work with them. And in so doing, when you try to help the world, it would be best if you work with the world by being open to changing the way you do things so that they can get the best out of this circumstance, right? So now it's on to my individualists. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individualists, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individualists. And the way they help themselves is align with your thoughts. align with what you want to achieve is what I'm getting. Put yourself in the vibration of it, put yourself in the mind frame of it, headspace, should I say. All right, now for how they can help others. You got manifest. So I'm doing the individualists. Okay, so my individualists, you can manifest what you want. And what I'm getting is that instead of telling them, it's kind of what my achievers are doing. Instead of telling them what to do and how to do it, and then have them want to learn from you about how you did it, right? Now there's going to be a distinction between the people who want to ask you how you did it and other people who are going to resent you for what you've done. But that's just where they're at this point in time in their life. And you know what? Teach their own. Maybe that's what they needed to go through in order to get to where they needed to get to actually be able to manifest what they actually wanted. Now, how can you help the world this week? It's to rap. So this could either be rapping, like rapping a song, learning how to rap, or wrapping a present. Like, like the way you present, the way you present an action that you have in mind, like maybe you are going to give to a charity or something. The way I'm getting, depending on the way you phrase the question, what you're saying, you will get mixed results. So be mindful of that. I don't know why. Some people will be, well, I mean, when I think of individualists, I think of celebrities or artists. So basically you possibly have a following is what I'm getting at. And if you have a following, well, there will be people who will not like the way you do things, how you get to your wanted objective. And if that is so, you can tell them to, you're doing you. Let them do them. And if that is for them to criticize you, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. It is what it is, right? You can't really control people. Now, for my investigators, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my investigators, how will they help themselves this week? Trust in God. Trust in God. Let go and let God. So don't try and micromanage is what I'm getting. My investigators, if there's something that you want to accomplish this week, just trust your intuition and trust the process, trust God, trust, yes, pray for it. Yes, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my investigators, please come forward and share how they can help others this week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my investigators. And you got be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. So what I'm getting with this is I'm getting the stoic type. And I'm specifically talking to, and you can put it in any context or any perspective you want. Take this with a grain of salt. Be vulnerable. Yes, show that you are powerful, show that you are able to do whatever it is you want to do, but also be able to say that, listen, I'm not 100% certain of this, but my perception is this. You know, yes. Make of it as you will, but that's what's coming to mind. Now, for how my investigators can help the world, and you got, I know that life is good to me. Repeat. This is kind of like, well, be like a role model. What's the word I'm looking for? Show the example. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay, so now for my loyalists, the individuals who stick to an idea, who are very partisan, you could say. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my loyalists, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good. And it says write. Write something. Write out a manifest. Write out what you want. Write something out. Yes, write something is what I'm getting. So, whatever it is, just write it, okay? Now, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my loyalists. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, loyalists, please come forward and share how they can help others this week. And you got rebuild. Rebuild your ideas. I feel like someone demolished your thinking pattern, demolished your concept, demolished something that you held on tight to. This is just saying rebuild it better. Rebuild it better so that no one can refute your thinking pattern or your thought process, basically. Now, how can my loyalists, how can my loyalists help the world this week? Manifest. What I mean by manifest is by understand, dear loyalists, what are your thoughts and beliefs about this subject? Think about how it makes you feel. What is it you're trying to manifest? And just think about how you feel about that certain thing, right? Yes. Now, for my enthusiasts, the individuals who for whatever it is that you are really, really stoked about, you're really happy doing it. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my enthusiasts, please come forward and share. Please come forward and share. What is my wording? Please come forward and share how they can help themselves rebuild something. My enthusiasts, rebuild your enthusiasm. I think someone tried to break your enthusiasm because they were jealous of your enthusiasm. They're like, how do they get so enthusiastic about like nothing, like little itty bitty things? They're jealous over that. Jelly. So if they tried to break, or if they did break, just rebuild it better. Okay, believe me, rebuild it better, and they will be even more jealous that you were able to do that in such a short amount of time. Or you might even be the one that destroyed whatever it is. Like, yes. Now, for how you can help others, think it over. Think it over. Think over how you help others, how you can, how you are thinking of assisting them. What I'm getting, the specific I'm getting, is that maybe you're the way, okay, so you are helping them, but you're the lens through which you're looking at you helping them has changed, has shifted, because you have changed and shifted. So in order to get back on track, just revisit the reason why you do what you do and realign yourself. Okay? And now how can my enthusiasts help the world this week? Be playful. Be playful. Have fun with them. And believe me, your fun playfulness will be felt everywhere, right? Like, seriously. Everyone will feel it. Everyone will know about it. Type of thing. Now, please, angels. Okay, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my protectors, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, how will protectors help themselves this week? Just be yourself. Just do, let others be them, but you do you, is what I'm getting. Now, how will they help others? And you got bless. Sorry, I mean, the word is bless, right? For some reason, I thought of someone else. The way they said bless. Anyway, so bless. How will you help others? Bless them. What's best for them? Wish them a happy day. Bless them and what they're doing, even if it might piss you off. Bless it anyway. And now, how can my protectors help the world this week? Please, angels and guides. And you've got, be patient and nurture. Be patient and nurture. Maybe you're protecting them, but so this is for my protectors who are very controlling-ish, who help and who protect by making sure that everyone follows their way of doing things. Now, this is just saying, just be patient and allow them to go at their own pace. And be there, like, hold space for them. Be nurturing. Allow them to be them, basically. That's what I'm getting. So, now for my chameleons. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my chameleons. So chameleons are the people who can do all of this depending on the situation at hand, right? It's not like they have one way of doing everything. They can change in regards to the situation that is in front of them. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And we got confide. Confide in your higher self. Pray is what I'm getting. Confide in friends, confide in family, confide in your spouse, whatever, but just be honest. Right. Now, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message from my chameleons, please come forward and share how they can help others this week. Please, angels and guides. Wow. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, how can they help others this week? And you got, love yourself. Be the role model. Be the, show them by example is what I'm getting. Now, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share how they can help the world. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, how can they help the world this week? Please, angels and guides. Ooh. Anyone from the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share how they can help the world. And I got, feel your emotions. Feel them and be able to act upon them, which is basically saying that utilize your intuitiveness to fit... Well, you yourself, you have all the types of intuition, right? Or you can use any intuition depending on the situation you're on. Just like a chameleon who takes the colors of its surroundings depending on wherever it is when it wants to hide, right? Be like a chameleon. Use whatever you got at hand to basically, and I'm being very I don't know why I noticed how I'm using my hands. I know you can't see it, but I'm using a lot of gestures, basically. Or is it that you are in front of a person that is of a culture who is very who utilizes their body language, might be a man, but who utilizes their body language, their tonality, to actually impose themselves on a situation. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Because while communicating with others, there are many layers of communication. There's the verbal, which is like the basic minimum. It's like 20% of whatever you say. Then there's the paraverbal, which is like the tone, the rapidity, the all the other stuff. Your intonation, which is the tone, basically. But all of that. Then there's the nonverbal. That's the gestures, your posture, your all of that. And then on top of that, I add on the energy that you bring into the conversation. If you are able to manage to notice how you feel at any situation, at any moment, you will know how you should act or react to whatever anyone is letting you in on, or the universe is doing. So this is basically feedback and reaction of what's happening in your reality. So my gorgeous triple tears, this is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.